coming out this afternoon and giving me your time. Today we're going to talk about saving, and particularly for your retirement. My name is Erin Savage, and I'm the branch manager at the Heritage Bank here in Statesboro, Georgia. So let's get talking about saving for your future. Why should you save now? A lot of people in their young 20s, young 30s just think retirement is so far off that I don't need to think about it right now. I don't want to think about it. I want to have fun with my money. I'm earning it. I want to spend it. But let's talk about why we should save. Because you don't want to work forever, and you will ultimately be responsible for paying for your retirement. A lot of people are thinking Social Security. Well, we'll get into that later, but we really are going to be responsible for it all on our own. Because you want to have enough money saved for a comfortable retirement. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to relocate in the Caribbean. Because you don't know how long you'll be able to work. A lot of people maybe even want to retire early because you don't know how long you will live. So this one, with advances in technology and medical equipment these days, people are living longer, therefore you're going to need more money. Can I save? A lot of people are also thinking, do I have enough money to save? I really just have enough to get by, but maybe make a budget, see where you can cut back, and therefore start saving. According to the Federal Citizens Information Center, fewer than half of all Americans are specifically saving for retirement. So when they hit retirement age, when they maybe can't work anymore, they're going to be pretty surprised when they look into their 401k or their individual retirement accounts and see, I don't have enough to sustain the lifestyle I thought I would be able to live. As a cash-strapped young adult, you may feel that you can't afford to set aside money for retirement. So like I said earlier, try to make a budget, try to see where you can cut back, and start saving. You may also think you have plenty of time before you need to worry about saving for your golden years. You think, it's 40, 50 years off, I don't really need to even think about it right now. But the earlier you start, the more you start putting aside now, the less you'll have to catch up with backup payments later. What about my Social Security? Social Security income was created to supplement 1/3 of your retirement. Traditional systems of old age security are breaking down. So they never restructured this system. They never looked back into it and said, let's regroup it, let's make this sustain itself even longer. So 2-3 decades from now, we're not going to be able to be getting into that, into those funds. So what we need to do is make sure we're saving it all on our own. Employers' 401k is meant to supplement at least 1/3 of your retirement as well. And your personal savings or individual retirement IRAs are meant to supplement the remaining 1/3 of your retirement. So with that, right now, your parents or grandparents are saving and they're getting money from their Social Security. They maybe have it a little easier than we do. What does that mean for you? Generations X and Y will need to put more of their own money aside specifically for retirement, and the earlier you start, the easier it will be. You've got the longer time once you start saving, your investments have to grow. A smaller percentage you will have to put away. So instead of putting away 15% later, you can put maybe 7.5% away now. And don't forget about inflation. If you see the cost of living increases, you need to increase your contributions as well. And want to earn free money, there's ways that maybe you don't have to do it all on your own. Once you're looking for employers, look at the perks, look at the benefits. Do they have pension plans? And look at their 401k, see will they match a percentage of your contribution? And if so, I have a little example that I'll show. If your employer matches 6%, once you put that 6% in, they'll also match it, and you've just given yourself a 6% raise. So that sounds good to me. This contribution is from your pre-tax earnings, so that will definitely help come tax time. You can contribute up to 15% of pre-tax dollars before you ever see it. That's advised because once you get that money in your hand, you really don't want to give it back. And max out your benefits by contributing at least what your employer matches. If they're going to match 2%, at least do 2. If they're going to match 6, do 6. It's free money, and you're going to miss it later. These are just some 401k facts. This is one of the best deals around when you're young and saving for retirement. You don't want to be putting $15 in there every paycheck and at the end of the year see a couple hundred. You want to see that doubled. So let them match what you're putting in there. Tax-deferred contributions can make a big difference come April 15th. You're not paying taxes on that. You choose how you want to invest your money. So the younger you are, you can be more risky. The later in life, you may want to scale it back and be less risky and more conservative. Most 401ks provide several mutual fund options with varying rates of return depending on how safe the investments are. A lot of people maybe just want to play it safe the entire time and go half risky, half conservative. so you're not too scared to lose all your money. The compounding interest will really add up over time, so even small contributions will really add up. This is just the little example that I wanted you to see. Say that the average starting salary out of college is $40,000. You get 26 pay periods per year of $15.38, 46 each. 6% of that is $92.30 a pay period, so you contribute that, and your employer contributes that. Your yearly total is going in $47.99.60, and think about your interest compounding on that. Were you really risky, that number could shoot up. If you're a little conservative, it could stay around that figure. And then times that by your entire working career. Benefits of starting now. One benefit of saving for retirement when you're young is that you can afford to take bigger chances with your investments. Whether you choose to do so is up to you. You have a lot of years to recover from downturns in the stock market, and over time the market has historically trended upwards. So over a 10-year period, most people see a really good rate of return. And remember, a little bit of savings now can mean a big payoff down the road. The average American will need upwards of $3 million to retire comfortably, and that's the average American. And as we saw earlier, the average American isn't saving anything right now. Generally, the more you earn during your career, the larger nest egg you'll need in retirement to maintain your standards of living. So you don't want to live lavishly and in luxury your entire working career, and once you retire, have to scale back on everything. And advances in medicine, as we talked about earlier, and technology are making people live much longer after retirement. And it doesn't hurt to save too much. Then you get to spend some or leave some for your family members. And now you have to save because I don't want to work forever, and I will ultimately be responsible for paying for my retirement because I want to have enough money saved for a comfortable retirement, and because I don't know how long I will be able to live and work. And this is from someone that I consider my financial advisor, Dave Ramsey. Says, live like no one else now so you can live like no one else